Hello and welcome to our presentation for our murals. Our group is called Evolution Arts and we want to show you our design.
Our brief was to design a music-inspired mural which would be painted in the music practice rooms to inspire people that play music.
Before we got our initial ideas, we had to plan everything out by giving out questionnaires, everyone drawing other ideas.
And we also, to get ideas for what to include into our mural, we researched into the theme Music Brings Us Together, and this video shows you what we think that means.
Music makes us feel beautiful.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Black, Asian, white.
Music's always in your heart.
Reaching out to other people you love.
Knowing wherever you go,
Far or near.
music will always be in your soul.
Making you feel good about yourself.
Even when you're feeling down,
Feeling there's nothing left.
music always being in your soul. Music always brings you around.
Music brings us together.
From choirs, festivals to charities,
All helping out as one.
this is reality.
We have to do questionnaires to assist our final mural. We have to ask staff and students what they wanted in their murals. So we designed a questionnaire which we handed out to students and staff to find out what ideas they would like to see in the murals. Here are a few of the results we got back from staff. Over here you can see what types of murals they like. They preferred modern to traditional, and over here they preferred bright colours instead of pastel and stuff like that.
At the moment, people wanted more calm colours than vibrant colours, something that will make people inspired to, really to practice music. They also wanted instruments like saxophone and guitar, and also they didn't want people who were, like Rihanna and things like that, in case they lose their popularity, and then if it's still there in 10 years' time, people say, "Who's that?" To try and stay away from people.
And this is the questionnaire for students, and as you can see, that red was the most popular colour for them, and over here that Gothic and Graffiti was the sort of art that people really liked.
Here was a questionnaire that was qualitative for students. How has music brought people together over the years? Students who responded to our questionnaire said the following: music has brought us together over the years by working together, by communicating and going to music performances. The examples they gave were music is memorable, the way it reminds me of occasions, and others said brings good thoughts to mind and sounds beautiful. And if you see over here, what they preferred, they prefered rap and R&B to other sounds of music. So you can say like hip hop. Favorite artists: Eminem to Michael Jackson, and they would prefer the guitar to a violin, and just questions like that.
Over the half term, to help with our planning, everyone went off and decided to design 2 different murals. And then after the half term, when we came back, we decided which 2 were the best ideas. And we couldn't decide, we liked both of them and we couldn't decide which one we really wanted. So after that half term, I was actually the designer. So I managed to combine both of them together to make our initial design, final design, which is this. Everyone in the questionnaire really liked Gothic and Graffiti, so we decided to put our main heading, music, as Gothic and Graffiti. Also, they said they liked the colour red because it standed out, so that's what we did. We also tried to include as many instruments as we could, and we also really wanted to get the 3 rights in there, just so Cranford was actually represented in our mural.
Also, during the world of health and safety these days, we had to do a risk assessment in which we, showed the risks, how to prevent it, what we should do if it does happen. And it was, basic things like if you fall off a ladder while painting or you get it in your eyes. So if things do happen, you can just look at this. And the materials required are basically just paint, the rest we can get from school. And a good place to get it is B&Q.
Okay, can you get back to the idea? Sorry, well done, very good, very good, very good.
I really like the idea. I really like sort of the way in which you've incorporated all the things that you're different, that the feedback came back from staff and students. I like the music, how bold that stands out to me, but I do think that is really bold and bright, and then everything else behind it just seems to sort of fade away into the background. So I like for sort of the colours that you've used for the instruments, etc., to be bolder and brighter as well. I think as a design it's really good, but it's just maybe working with the colours a little bit more, because you've got a lot of white spaces. So you've got the piano keys all the way across, so that gives you a lot of white. So maybe the backdrop for the rest of it should maybe be another colour rather than also being white.
I mean, what you have to remember from what you were saying, that it's like it was like one or two of the teachers wanted calmer sort of colours, but the students wanted brighter. So you've kind of got to find the balance there. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree. The white background is too much. It needs to be something else. I just wonder. I mean, I think it's wicked. It is abstract in a way, but it's very recognisable for what it is. The message is very, very clear. Your Peace Love Music thing with the CCC, I think, is the strongest part of the entire thing, actually. And I just wonder, because you've got the big music sign in the middle, yeah. I wonder if you actually need it. I wonder if the Peace Love Music thing with the CCC can't be bigger and more central, because actually you're then repeating music. The central message is still there, but I think it gives you a little bit more license with it, actually. For me, just purely my opinion. It may not be your opinion or students' opinions that you show this to or whatever. I just wonder if that couldn't be more central and slightly bigger, or in some way enhanced. Yeah, the Peace Love Music sort of banner type thing. I love it. I think it's wicked.
You think this banner? Sorry. I
love it. I just think the music thing in the middle. Maybe it's because it stands out so much because it's bright red, like you said. Yeah. But maybe actually that music thing doesn't need to be there in quite the manner it is. Okay. You could move that up or just rearrange in some way. I think you're just repeating your motif then.
What I tried to do was make it sort of like steps.
Yeah, I see that.
But it sort of got into the middle, but we'll take your thoughts into account, obviously.
And exactly, you may speak to other students who actually know or other staff are wonderful, so it's just purely an opinion. So you think about, I really like the fluidity of it. You need to work on those colours though. Pencil drawings doesn't really give us a feel for what it's actually going to look like.
But it might stand out more when it paints and stuff.
What I tried to do is I tried to put the felt tips where it was needed. So like for example music, we wanted a really strong red.
Okay, I see, yeah.
So like we used felt tip. And maybe CCC we didn't want it as strong. So I decided to use pencil colours, if you understand.
Yeah.
One thing.
No, I see. But well done.
I think you'll benefit from doing that, like making your alterations if you require them, and trying to do the design again in poster paint, because when you do it in poster paint, that might give you a slightly better sort of idea of what it will look like when you actually paint it onto a wall. Because paints have different sort of
paints are very, 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 very different from the colours from the materials you've used there, the pencils and the pastels. So it's worth, before you started, obviously it's worth using that to just see, okay, is this what we're looking for? But well done, really, really good, I love it.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right.